be with you, and thank you for joining us on the Woe Pony podcast, recorded live here at Riverside Radio in Battersea, London, UK. Today's topic of the week is travel, travelling. Travel, not horror stories, they're not horrible, they're a mixture of funny, weird, unbelievable, just little stories that people have posted on the wonderful thing that is known as the internet. And I've selected some, hand-picked if you will, breezed through them just to check there's nothing in them, and I'm going to share them with you this evening for tonight's episode. So, shall we move on to the first story of the evening? I'm excited, I'm in an excitable mood, and it's all because of Charlotte Dobray. And what's worse is that she'll never know the effect that she's had on me. But if she ever listens to this for some unbeknown reason, I thank thee so much, and I really like you. On to the first story of the evening about travel. One day, on our way to another remote village, we found a rocky spot where I could get myself some privacy. I thought I'd won the lottery, a rock formation that looked just like a toilet. That is handy. I proceeded to go to the toilet, with success and in my own time with no one around. Once I was finished, I made my way back to the vehicle, feeling a whole lot better, except for the fact that my butt cheeks were rock hard. I had frostbite on my bum from sitting on rocks in sub-zero temperatures. I applied first aid as best I could in a remote village of Tibet. It was painful, and when we reached Kathmandu, the next major city, I had to see a doctor. It had blistered, turned purple, and scarred. Oh! It took months to fully recover, but it finally did. Oh, I can't imagine that. Imagine a rock hard bottom.
Purple, blistered, scarred, months.
Does that mean you couldn't sit down? Is it like if you have a BBL and you can't sit down for ages, but you accidentally sat on a very cold rock? Oh, that's really sad. I'm sorry for you. Months is a little extreme though. I mean, no. Okay, on to the next one. Make of that what you will. I think that's a brilliant start. Next one, I was flying back home when Frankfurt airport security guy told me, "Are there any weapons in your bag?" "Oh wait, you're American. You can get all you want at home." Savage. This was in the news, and it says Irishman Joseph gained internet notoriety after he got confused operating his son's GoPro. Oh, that's sweet. Instead of capturing his trip to Las Vegas, he managed to film nothing but close-ups of his face. Oh dear. Oh, that's such a dad thing. Oh, and such an Irish dad thing as well. Another one that was in the news. It's not often the phrase smelly poo appears in a BBC headline, but apparently it was just that which led to the diversion of a British Airways flight in March, causing it to turn around just 30 minutes into a flight from Heathrow to Dubai. That's embarrassing. Imagine going to the toilet and it smells that bad that the pilot turns the plane around. Turn this thing around. I'm not dealing with that for... How long's the flight to Dubai? I can't be bothered to Google it. If you know, could you let me know? I'd like to find out. Because the smell will go. Oh, if you're on an airplane though, it's like being in a tin can for hours. Seems like a bit of a waste of fuel though, just for a smell. Anywho. Budget airlines like to catch you out with hidden fees wherever they can. Changing the details on a booking is no exception, as Adam Armstrong found out after his girlfriend's stepdad booked him under Adam West, the name he used as a joke on Facebook. His ingenious solution was to change his name by deed poll to avoid paying Ryanair's £220 fee to alter the ticket.
£220?
That is daylight robbery.
From Ryanair, the airline where you can get £5 tickets to go to Europe. They want to... That is so... I don't blame you. I wouldn't do the same thing. I probably just wouldn't go. On to the next one. Throughout our tour of an early American bathhouse in Hot Springs, Arkansas. Did I pronounce that correctly? Or is it Arkansas? Is it Arkansas? Arkansas. This is really embarrassing. I know that a lot of people that listen to this are American, and they're gonna hound me for this. No, don't hound me. I need educating. Help me, please. How should I say it? Thank you. They were in Hot Springs. This person said, I explained to my 4-year-old grandson what people once did there. When we came upon a mannequin at a desk, so they're in a museum, I told him she was probably writing a letter home to her friends, telling them about her vacation in Hot Springs. My grandson then asked, and then she died and they stuffed her. Oh, bless, he's so confused. That is a fair question, though. That is a fair question, and that's what grandparents are for. They're here to educate. Let's go on to the next one. Next person said, I was buying airplane tickets when my 8-year-old asked, can a baby be considered a carry-on? That's actually a fair question. Before I could respond, my husband mumbled, well, it can definitely be considered baggage. Wait! Oh, that's such a dad joke. Well done to that man. Well, it can definitely be considered baggage. Before our trip to Las Vegas, my husband lost quite a few pounds. This came into play on the airplane. As he was grabbing our overhead luggage, his pants slipped down to his knees. By the way, if you can hear, I was very efficient again and I printed off my stories. His pants slipped down to his knees. Embarrassing. A woman asked, can I help you? Yes, he said. I'll grab the luggage, you pull up my pants. If it wasn't your husband, that would be quite a good pickup line. A bit of a sleazy way, but I'd certainly laugh. Should we go for one more? One long one? Layovers can be nothing short of annoying, but they are necessary and in some cases unavoidable. Imagine booking a flight to only learn that your layover was scheduled to take 413,786 hours, aka 47 years. This nightmare scenario is exactly what happened to passenger James Lloyd when he tried to book a flight through Skyscanner from Christchurch, New Zealand to London, England, and was told he'd be spending nearly 5 decades in Bangkok. Lloyd reached out to Skyscanner on Facebook to see if they had any suggestions on what he should do in Thailand for the next 47 years. Hold on, let's just take a moment. He used Skyscanner on the internet to book some tickets, and for the layover they suggested that he get one plane from New Zealand to Bangkok, wait 47 years and then get the next plane to London. Oh, you can't make it up, can you? The customer service rep called Jen responded in kind, suggesting Lloyd spend his time outside the airport terminal becoming a Tai Chi expert or booking a cruise on the Chao Phraya River. Users on Facebook were so amused by the rep's cheeky response that one created a #TeamJen t-shirt. Oh, love that. I should get that for my sister for Christmas. She's a Jen. The man, alas, did not book the flight, it says at the end of this story. Well, that was lovely. I love that. A good customer service rep with a lovely sense of humour. You're rewarded for sense of humour sometimes. I get rewarded quite often at work for a lovely sense of humour because I'm delightful. On that note, let's go to some half past. Where do they say that? Is that in the West Country? Let's go to some half past adverts. Go to a commercial break if you're listening and you're Bristolian. If you're a listener on the podcast, we'll be right back.